Will's Ways to Weight Loss and Other Fitness Tips. Today talking about unhealthy foods and going over a list of about 6 items that are very easy for people to get their hands on, very easy for people to eat, and they're not necessarily, a lot of them have very low nutritional value and are not going to do anything in favors of helping you with your weight loss goals, and a lot of them are just full of toxins and very, very bad for you. So we're going to go over a list of 6 things that if you are eating them, remove them from your diet, and if they're easy to get your hands on, so make sure that if you're not eating them, this is why you should continue to steer clear of these things. Number 1, microwave popcorn. This is also obviously a staple that a lot of people like to munch on when they're watching a movie, and a lot of people will treat themselves and get popcorn at the movies because they go once every couple weeks or once a month or something like that. A lot of people if you have popcorn at your house, it's easy to throw a bag in when you're watching TV and things like that. The problem with microwave popcorn is most often than not, it comes pre-seasoned, it comes pre-buttered, and it comes with very heart-harming trans fats, fats that are actually at a room temperature pretty much become a solid, something you do not want in your body. And also the bag that it actually comes in, that you put in the microwave, that helps it pop and keeps the heat in and helps all of the kernels pop into popcorn. That bag, if you notice when you open it, it's kind of lined with something that's a little strange. Rarely do people actually question what that is. Well, I'll let you know, it's the same acid and the same component that they actually use on Teflon pots and pans to keep them from sticking. So not something that you want to ingest into your body. Alternative to eating the microwave popcorn is just buy one of those old school popcorn makers where you throw kernels in the bottom, it heats up and it pops out of that little chute into the bowl, because then you can add butter and salt and things like that at your own discretion, and you don't have all those harmful toxins lining the bag and things like that, so it's a much better alternative. You can still get that snack when you want to watch TV or a movie. Number 2, jellies, jams, preserves I think they call it in England, I can't remember, but anyways, those are basically, a lot of people think that they're a good staple to have for breakfast because they are fruit, right? What they really are is chunks of fruit, and basically fruit condensed into a syrup with a lot of sugars and chemicals added. And what they also have is what's called pectin, and pectin is a chemical that actually can latch onto the nutritional stuff that still remains in the jelly and the jam and the antioxidants and that sort of stuff. But what it actually does is it attaches to it and it manages to carry it out of your body faster than it takes for it to be absorbed. So your pectin basically assists on your body not being able to absorb the good stuff that the fruit still has remaining in it. An alternative to those manufactured preserves and jams and jellies is if you want something sweet, something kind of sour still on your PBJ, grab some fresh berries, smear them on the top, add a pinch of sugar or something like that. It's going to be way more healthy than having these mass-produced preserves, jellies, and jams. Number 3, this one kind of stung because I like it sometimes, and it is coffee creamers. A lot of coffee creamers come with titanium dioxide, which is also found in sunblock because it's a radiation blocker. It's also used as a whitening agent, so not necessarily something that you want to be putting into your coffee and ingesting every morning. An alternative, you can just stick to normal cream, stick to cow's milk, soy milk. They have, goat's milk and soy milk and things now that come flavored with strawberry and vanilla and coffee and all that sort of stuff, so you can put a touch of that in your coffee. It's definitely better than putting sunblock in your coffee. Number 4, pre-bottled smoothies. A lot of people will reach for these when they're hungry or in the morning when they don't really have an appetite because it's fruit, right? The problem with these is that, again, kind of like the jellies and jams, they're so mass-produced, they have so much added sugar, and also these also contain pectin, the same thing in the jams and jellies that essentially carries out the good stuff, the antioxidants and everything that is in the fruit before your body can absorb it. So you're basically just taking in a little bit of fruit, but basically a sugar-laden drink. Alternative to the pre-bottled smoothies, and if you still want to have smoothies and you love drinking fruit, don't go for fruit juice. Buy yourself a blender and you can add a little bit of water, a little bit of lime and lemon juice, and throw in some fruits. They naturally have a lot of juice within them, and then throw in a bit of low-fat yogurt, Greek yogurt or something like that. You can mix it up and get yourself a nice full smoothie that has a lot more nutrients and a lot more protein and things like that than just a normal pre-bottled sugar-laden smoothie. Number 5, Aunt Jemima's and those very mass-produced syrups and things like that that you put on your pancakes and your waffles. It's basically just high fructose corn syrup, which is awful for you, as well as that caramel coloring. So skip that if you're going to be putting something on your pancakes and your waffles. Stick with the proper stuff. Stick with 100% maple syrup. It's very concentrated. It is high in sugar, but it is very, very sweet. So a little bit goes a long way, and it is natural, 100% maple syrup. Number 6. This is going to really hurt my friend Steve because he loves his Doritos, but Doritos come with monosodium glutamate, which is actually in studies been shown to increase your appetite. So that might be one of the reasons that you open that bag of Doritos, you have a couple of chips, and then all of a sudden you notice that the bag is gone. Or you'll have a couple of chips and all of a sudden you're eating a hamburger afterwards when you weren't really that hungry in the first place. It actually, the monosodium glutamate can actually, it triggers your body to increase its appetite and think you are more hungry than you are. Alternative to Doritos, if you can get your hands on them, find bean chips. They're similar texture, similar flavor, but they don't have the monosodium glutamate that's going to make you feel like you're more hungry than you are. In fact, they have the opposite. They'll have fiber, which is going to make you more full than you are, or make you feel more full than you are, so you're not going to overindulge. All right, everyone, thanks for checking this out. There's 6 things that you should be removing from your diet at all possible. There's also 6 alternatives to those things if those are things that you eat all the time and you can't give them up. I know some people are eating pancakes in the morning with Aunt Jemima, followed by a coffee with some creamer and toast and preserves, and then eating some Doritos later. If you're doing that, you might want to really take this seriously, but guys, everything in moderation, obviously. And if you're really serious about your weight loss goals, you shouldn't have any problems finding alternatives. So thanks for watching. Subscribe to this channel, guys. Stay informed and stay in shape. And make sure you click below so you learn a little bit more about the Fitness Travel Freedom Team. I put a link below in the description. Click on that, input your email, send you a little bit of info on what it is I'm doing. And make sure you catch up and subscribe so you see all the new videos that are coming in the future. Guys, again, appreciate you watching. Subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys soon.